It's that time of the year again when everyone is reflecting, brainstorming, and also meditating on how far they have actually come throughout the year, starting from January to this moment. Today is 26th December 2024, and a lot of persons out there are just basically reflecting, meditating, and maybe giving thanks to God for how far they have come, or actually trying to correct out things that they have not done well over the years. And one major thing that's standing out at this period of time is that a lot of persons are basically drafting out goals and strategies for the coming year. If you have not done yours, then you need to do yours now. But setting your goals is not enough. There's one major thing you need to do to ensure that your goals stand out and also makes it easier for you to execute them in the coming year. It's not just good to just have series of goals listed out. Are your goals smart? What do I mean by smart goals? Your goal needs to be specific, your goals need to be measurable, your goals need to be achievable, your goals need to be relevant, and your goals need to be time bound. And also, do not fall into the category of those that set goals for one full year. One full year is made up of 52 weeks, 365 days. It's so much for you to just start on the first day of the year to set your goals, or on the last day of the previous year to set your goals for that full year. So what you need to do is to break your goals into quarters of the year. In a year, it's made up of 4 quarters. You have the first quarter made up of January, February, March. Second quarter made up of April, May, June. And that's how you fill it up to the last quarter of the year. There are 4 quarters in a year. So your goals should be quarterly. And before setting your goals, you need to do one important thing. You need to have a vision. Because if you don't have a vision, your goal will not be structured. And it only takes the grace of God for your goals to be fulfilled. Most persons, when they set their goals, they set a lot of things that are not really realistic, or things that are not really corresponding to their visions. You see someone that has not yet figured his life out, is just writing that I want to become a millionaire by the year ending, or you want to be able to buy your own house, you want to leave your parents' house, be able to get your own cars or sponsor your children or stuff like that, when you have not actually figured out the vision you have for yourself. So the unique thing you need to do this year, this time around, is that you need to ask yourself, what is your vision? Vision is, where do you see yourself in the coming year? Now, before you think of buying cars, you need to ask yourself, what are those things you need to have before buying cars? What are those things you need to put in place before you actually have the dream or vision of actually relocating to outside Nigeria, or maybe moving out from your parents' house and doing stuff like that? So you need to have vision. Vision is the most important thing. Once you have that vision, setting goals becomes so easy. Now, having vision is important, but you need to understand who you really are first. What do you do? What are your passions? What are your talents? What are those things that you want to get good on in the coming year? And these are what you have to write down, and then now look for how you'll be able to outline, bring out point of all those things you have listed out and form it into a sentence. Now you have listed out that you want to be good in creativity, you want to have more clients, you want to get more remote jobs, you want to earn more this coming year. Then you now have to, after writing all these points, writing all this, I will not call them goals, just write and call them points, and that these are what you want to be by the end of this coming year. Now figure a way to now get a sentence, form a sentence out of all these things. You have listed that you want to be good in your field, you want to make more money, you want to be influential, you want to dress well, you want to look healthy. So after doing all these things, you can now form a sentence out of it. Now by the end of the year 2025, I should be seen or as a recognized, valuable individual in the field of creative design, who is seen as someone that is also healthy, good looking, and impactful. So if this is your vision now, you now say, now you have listed all these things down. What are the goals? What are the steps I need to take to make sure that at the end of 2025, people are seeing me the way I wrote it in my vision? So after doing that now, you now need to now break it down into goals, realistic goals. Remember, your goals need to be smart. What I mean by smart, your goals need to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and also time bound. So you give yourself all these things based on the quarter. Now, why I said you should make your goals based on quarter is because the year is actually long. You have 365 days. Now, after giving yourself quarterly goals, now set goal for January, February, and March, that you'll be able to do this thing between now and January, February, and March. And when you don't succeed in doing that, you'll not be able to readjust for the second quarter. You get? So, but relaxing and telling yourself that by the end of 2025, you need to be able to make 1 million naira. Meaning that you may end up not doing it in the first quarter, you relax, 2025 has not gone. You end up not doing it in the second quarter, you relax and say there's still third quarter and fourth quarter. You keep doing it and procrastination will be dealing with you. So that is why you need to set that urgency. Telling yourself there is no much time. It's not just 2025, it's just quarter one. It's not just 2025, it's just quarter two. Meaning that you now have limited time, and this will actually compel you to work fast. One important thing that you don't need to skip out when you're setting goals is that your goals need to be achievable. Don't set unrealistic goals. Your goals should align with all the activities you need to do. And now, your goals is not just goals. These are lifestyles that you need to incorporate for that whole 365 days. You want to earn more by the end of that year, meaning that you have to keep applying for jobs starting from the beginning of that year. Every day you have to ensure that you apply more jobs. You want to be more good in your craft, meaning that every day you have to take a course, meet a mentor, look for someone that will help you, that will propagate your growth in that field. It's not just something that you say, I want to be good. How do you want to be good? How do you intend to be good? So it's more of the how than just the major title you are seeing. You want to be able to recognize as a valuable person in your office. What do you need to do? You need to study more. You need to take some courses. You need to relate with well. You need to connect with one person. Or by the end of the year, you want to have a friend. You want to have friends. You want to build up your community. What do you need to do? You need to post more often on your page. You need to engage more with your audience and the rest. So don't just see goals as one big thing that will just come, or just something that you keep looking up to. In fact, goals are not meant to be looked up to. Goals are not what you just study, you wake up in the morning and say, oh yeah, I want to be a millionaire. And goals are beyond positive affirmations. It's not just waking up in the morning saying I'm destined for greatness, I'm big, I'm big for life, I'm a millionaire. Yes, all these things are nice, but you have to work it out. You have to work it out. Someone that will keep proclaiming positive affirmation for 30 days and someone that proclaims nothing but works for 30 days, you will clearly know the difference. The man that works for 30 days will have more results than the person that has just been affirming positivity from January to 31st December. So you need to make up your mind that this year is not all about setting goals. First of all, you need to have a vision. Once you have that vision, break it into achievable goals that are time bound. And in this case, the time bound you are setting it to is for the quarter. Just have January, February, and March. For this coming 2025, set your goals for the first 3 months. Once you are done for that first quarter, review that quarter. Ask yourself, what are those things you did not achieve? Then these things will come into the second quarter. And now you can say, yes, you were able to achieve this in the first quarter. And this is what makes up 365 days. This is what makes up a year. A year, don't see a year as something just so wide and say that you achieve this within a year. No. Be so specific, and that's why your goals need to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant. Don't just set goals that are just, and then you have to take note of your goal needs to be time bound. I believe if you integrate this into your planning for the next year, you are not going to just have goals, you want to have achievable goals, knowing that vision comes first before every other thing. So ensure to enjoy your holiday and happy new year in advance. Thank you, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video.